How strange a work of Providence is the life of man. All my years upon this desolate island, void of all hope of recovery. But I am alive and not drowned as all my ship's company was. I am Robinson Crusoe. Wherever about my prison I may look, in my mind's eye is the paradise I lost. My only escape is into the memory of a life which seems evermore like a fading dream. This day finds me prepared. I have never given up on the world, and I have faith that Providence has not yet given up on me. A ship. An English flag. Dundee! Come on!
Welcome to paradise. Make yourselves comfortable. What's that?
Hey, Judy. We found your husband.
This thinking castaway's got about as much chance as the rest of you.
Castaway, you reckon?
What if he knows about the gold?
Hey! Here! I'm unarmed! I'm unarmed!
Don't waste your powder. Not at this distance. Go, get him. You lot stay here.
We've a crafty one here, then.
Well, I've got a dead one here. And we can't just leave it, can we? Oh, look at this. He's blazed the trail so he'll know his own traps. If you see another mark like this, watch out.
Stuck in hell a little while longer. Hell is wherever a man happens to be if it keeps him from what he loves.
Friday wonders. What kind of idiot builds all those traps, then runs yelling to the beach without a weapon?
You knew I was at the beach?
I could guess it from the beacons.
Well, in that case, Crusoe wonders why Friday didn't join in sooner.
I was enjoying the idiot show.
Do you shoot those or bring them down with a well-aimed shaft of wit?
One bird, one arrow.
I know. One of nature's marksmen.
Says one of nature's targets.
Temenios!
¿Quién eres tú? ¿Cuál es su barco?
No vas a obtener nada de mí.
¿Qué me detiene para no matarte ahora?
Hey! Does anyone here speak English?
I am English.
Then why do you curse in Spanish?
6 years below decks on a Spanish galleon. There's not much else to do.
I wasn't a threat to you, but you fired on me. Why?
Do your worst. I'm saying nothing.
That looks painful,
It is.
but not mortal. I will pull it through.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything. There's conquistador gold on the island. We got a map. Lynch thought you might be after it too.
Who's Lynch? Your leader?
We don't have a leader.
2 men dead. 1 wounded. And he's back safe on the beach. That sounds like a leader to me.
Where's your ship?
No ship. It's just a sloop we came in.
Thank you. Unfortunately,
Friday still needs his arrow. Friday could use a coat. This gentleman, alas, needs a coat no longer.
Why does he talk like that? Friday needs this. Friday says that.
he's making fun of me. He knows I can't pronounce his real name.
You should beat him.
Yeah, I'll try that.
But why Friday?
The day of the week I found him. I had this idea I was going to train him as a servant. Why he stuck with me, I don't know.
You can't make a friend of a savage.
That's savage. Can make himself understood in 12 different languages. It took him 6 months to learn mine. I've read him Paradise Lost, and now he recites it back at me.
So he can't read for himself, huh?
No.
Yeah. Savage.
Listen. With 2 men dead, you'll have space on the boat now.
You've got thick skin and no mistake.
My children are in danger, and I need to get back to England.
Well, not with this crew, and that's serious advice. As soon as the gold's out the ground, nobody's safe. Daggers drawn and don't turn your backs. You and your man, Friday.
I don't want your gold.
Explain that to the scum of the Spanish main. You'll not last the first night.
Then here's what I'll do.
No one will interfere with your mission. You won't even see us. But do this one thing for me. When you return to the mainland, tell someone in authority that here is an island, and on it is a man who is desperate to get to his home and the ones he loves. Will you do that for me? Surely that's not too much to ask.
No one showed me respect in more than 20 years. Me who tried to shoot you down.
I love a good story. I also find I'm in need of a man with some local knowledge.
Those are some pretty fancy pistols our Captain Lynch has there.
Maybe he's all shore and cannot shoot straight.
You run for it, we'll soon find out.
Aye. If you got something to say, why doesn't you share it?
What's your business in these waters?
Privateers. Under the flag of St. George.
They're pirates.
We prefer gentlemen of fortune.
With no ship.
Aye. Thanks to the small dip in our fortune at the guns of the Guarda Costa, which we're here to remedy.
Hurry up. Come on, clear it.
Lady and gentlemen, Mr. Robinson Crusoe calls this island a prison.
Sorry.
You just show us how to get to where we need to be?
Well, I don't know where you need to be.
We have a map. Yeah.
Who made this?
Just look, will you?
It's no good. I'm sorry. I can't help you.
Show Mr. Crusoe what'll happen if he doesn't help.
Come on, boy.
No.
Strike me down. Looks like that one sank.
How does it go with savages? Did they swim?
That was not really what I had in mind. But is my point made?
Let's just look at the map, all right? See, there's not many landmarks.
You cramp. I told you. The old man's mind was going, he never got to finish it.
There's a river, but there's no mountains. And I have no idea what this is.
That's me mole.
What about the writing?
From the, killing rocks.
From the kissing rocks to the highest peak. And from the eagle's eye to the deepest deep.
Now, what could that mean?
I have no idea.
Moving on.
Here's what I suggest. You just take us where we need to go. Because the sooner we get what we want, the sooner we'll be gone.
Well, I can't promise any miracles. See, there's an awful lot of this island even I haven't seen.
Yeah, well, forget any thought of leaving with us. Not with this crew. There are worse things than being marooned. Do you understand?
So what's in the barrels?
Gunpowder, in case we have to blast the treasure out of the ground.
Looks heavy.
Suppose it is. So tell me, this, ship that brought you to the island, where's the wreck?
Forget it. Storms broke it up. There's nothing left you can plunder.
Ah, pity.
So what happens to me after this?
I suppose we'll find some way to show our gratitude.
Take me to a friendly port?
Maybe.
Forget it. Just leave me alone.
Well, that's the least we can do. And we do try to do the least we can.
So, where are you taking us?
To some rocks I know. They're sort of kissing.
Sorry about your savage. We'll have to get another.
And tell me about this map.
My father made it.
Where is he?
Dead. He was a thief and a pirate.
You sound very proud of that.
He did nothing else to be proud of. I expect yours was a decent man.
It still is. If he lives. Oh, Father. Whether you live or you die, you are never far away from me.
You must be brave now, young Robin.
Yes, Father.
As must I. We've had many a happy day, have we not? And when an unhappy day comes along, what do I always say?
That we must draw strength from those better times.
That's right.
Why is Mr. Blackthorn here?
He's been a good friend to us. Today I fear I will need one.
You've always got me.
Yes, Robin. I will always have you. Have you been inside?
No, not yet. James, I think Robin ought to stay out here.
As to the events that led to my circumstance on the island, I now believe that they began on that day. Kissing rocks. What do you think?
Now what?
Well, from Kissing Rocks to the highest peak.
What's the highest mountain on this island?
Well, it's got to be the highest mountain that we can see from here.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. But I'd say it's that one right there. Well, don't look at me. I didn't write it.
Well, get after him, you lazy sod! Move!
I would be more careful. You should see the damage one of those can do. I take it you have. Please, can we just talk about this?
What's to talk about? I warned you not to run.
Somebody give him a sword.
Please don't make me fight a woman.
Give her a good old drubbing, Crusoe. I'd consider that a personal favor.
I should warn you, where I come from, the sword is considered the weapon of every young gentleman.
Where I come from, we don't fight like young gentlemen.
I tell you what, if you get past Judy,
What, let me guess, you'll let me go? I don't believe you.
100 yards start with an extra share for the man who catches you. And that'll be me.
No. Let's stop this, eh?
What's the matter, Mr. Crusoe? I thought that's a sporting chance.
If he doesn't get past me, the extra share is mine.
Stop this.
Can you knock it out of my hand? Can you?
Come on, Judy.
on.
Easy, Judy. Easy.
Man overboard.
What was that for?
Never help me.
You should thank him.
What for?
She that killed you?
I don't think so.
Gold or no gold. When you see that face on her, that's the face of death, that is.
I have seen the face of death. When I was a child, we lived through fire and plague. But no trial I have ever faced, then or now, was as hard as the one my father had to face that day.
So many.
Anyone who drowns in the river, they bring them here. Paupers, orphans, suicides.
Do many go unclaimed?
Most of them, I imagine. Woman, 30 years or more. Eyes colored brown, fair of skin and hair. Washed up at Limehouse Reach.
Oh, dear Lord.
Alice. Courage, James.
She told me she was happy.
I don't know what's harder for a child. To see your mother dead, or your father cry. Those may not be safe to eat.
I've been 16 years in a Spanish prison. I can eat anything.
16 years?
Till this bunch showed up, busted me out. It wasn't me they wanted. It was this map. She put them up to it.
She said her father drew the map.
In a stinking dungeon with soot and a rusty nail.
Ouch.
He knew his mind was going and his secret with it. It took him 2 years, getting badder every day.
So before he could finish mapping the island?
His mind went. He forgot my name. He forgot his own. It took him another year to die. She barely knew him. But they say she took it hard.
Isn't he strange? He hasn't said a word since the day his mother drowned.
I don't think he's strange. You'll not get him to speak. We've all tried.
Hello? Hello? See what you get when you try to be friendly?
What's his name? It's one of those foreign-sounding ones.
Crutchner? Crutchnoa?
It's Crusoe, isn't it? I heard that your father changed it. But it was too late to put it on the stone. You're Robinson Crusoe. My name's Susanna. My mother died too.
Is that what they think it is?
Not if you think you can smell roses. Susanna. I will return to you, Susanna. Whatever they may tell you, believe that I will.
So tell me, Mr. Crusoe, ye governor of all the island. We've been from Kissing Rocks to Highest Peak. Lovely. How about Eagle's Eye and Deepest Deep now?
You're not going to let me go, are you?
You don't know that.
Once you find the gold, you're going to kill me.
Not necessarily.
So I should believe that sudden riches will give you a burst in generosity.
Stranger things have been known to happen, my friend.
That's got to be your Eagle's Eye.
So it is.
Oi! Eagle's Eye!
How's that wound, Tibbets? You up to carrying on?
You'll have to leave me. I'll only slay it down.
Moving on.
What are you looking for?
A guardian angel.
Take it from me. There's no such thing.
That depends who's watching out for you.
Now what?
Well, you stay here. I'll see how deep it gets.
Yeah. You get to the other side, then you're gonna be out of musket range? I don't think so.
You. Do it.
Why me?
Because you smell the worst.
Get on with it.
Yeah, go on, Smelly.
I told him not to eat the berries.
I think this is about as deep as it gets.
Go all the way, to be sure. Mr. Crusoe, you be an adaptable fella. Any suggestions as to how we can go about keeping our powder dry?
Oh! Something bit me.
Well, bite it back.
Carry on.
What's in the river?
I'm bleeding.
There may be something.
Snakes?
No, no snakes. Not unless the piranhas missed one.
You think that's funny?
I do.
Half a day in this island and 4 men gone. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I am.
Will you shut up? Now, you think I won't kill you because I need you?
Well, that wouldn't make much sense, would it?
No. But you got 2 eyes. And 10 fingers. And that might change, my friend. Am I understood? Am I understood?
Yes.
Now, how do we really get across? You've had far too much time in your hands, my friend.
It's not like it was out of choice.
Who goes next?
I do.
But what about the guns?
You bring them.
I can't manage everything by myself.
Well, make 2 trips.
That Judy? She's a bit formidable.
Well, you should try being born in a prison. And I mean a real one, not your fancy island here. Laporte, he fancied his chances with her.
Who's Laporte?
The one you just fed to the managing fish, thank you very much. The night before we lost the ship, he whispered summon in a year. She pinned him down with one hand, near ripped his eye out with the other.
That sounds grim.
Well, for him, yeah. It was very entertaining for the rest of us. I'll tell you something. I wouldn't want to be the man who tries to tame her.
Hurry up, Bagwell.
From the kissing rocks to the highest peak. And the eagle's eye to the deepest deep.
You're an unusual man, Crusoe.
Compared to what?
You fight well, too.
Only when I have to.
More of a lover, eh? You got a woman?
I have a wife.
Of course. What's her name?
Susanna. And she calls me.
Robin!
All right.
Robinson.
Fine lace. From West Country weavers. With the money I make from this, I can buy a horse. And with a horse, I can ride out and buy straight from the loom. With the money I make from that, I can buy an interest in a ship. And in 5 years' time, if the fates play fair, then you could be mistress to the empire of Crusoe.
Mistress.
You know what my intentions are. Come and see this. What do you think? Good enough for our first home?
Robin, you're impossible.
I thought I was rather ingenious. All right. I'm willing to postpone the wedding for want of some proper furniture.
And a house to put it in.
Steady on.
If my father saw this.
Don't say think less of me. I don't think he could. What would I do if he ever took you away from me? You know I've never loved anyone else.
Hmm?
You saved my life.
I did not. You might not be so happy without me, but I know you'd survive. Robin?
One bed, one arrow.
Everybody down! Hey!
Forrest.
Savage, drop your bow! Throw your weapons over the cliff!
He doesn't speak English.
Yeah, but I speak savage.
Throw them over the cliff! Throw them now! Or you'll get to see the color of Crusoe's blood! Throw your weapons over the cliff! Throw them now! Now! Now jump!
We saw him fall! Why isn't he dead? We didn't see him fall. We only saw him jump. You nearly killed me! He's gonna keep on following us!
Not if we do this!
How do we get back to the boat?
I'm sure the ingenious Mr. Crusoe will devise something for us. Won't you, Robin?
¿Te escuchó, capitán?
Nada. Solo a la selva.
Bueno, hombres, mantengan la pólvora seca y preparen las armas. Hoy capturaremos a los piratas.
¿Quieres dejar un guardia en el barco?
No. ¡Hundirlo! ¿Se van todos conmigo o no se va nadie?
¡Ay! Esa es una chaqueta militar inglesa. ¿Tú no la conseguiste? ¿Dónde la conseguiste? Parece que no hablas español. Cada disparos es un buen presagio. Si se pelean entre ellos, es mejor para nosotros.
¡Capitán!
¿Eres el capitán?
¿Y tú quién eres?
Tú puedes llevar a los piratas.
A man grows weary. I spent 23 years in the service of New Spain. And look at a bunch of dogs I end up with. Oh, don't worry about them. Not one has any English, nor any useful conversation in their own language. You interest me, Savage.
Why?
You speak of this Robinson Crusoe like he's a brother.
Those pirates came here with a purpose. If you can guarantee me Crusoe's safety, I'll tell you what they're looking for.
Oh, there's no gold on this island. Our army went over it 30 years ago. If there ever was any, it's long gone.
Well, they think he's guiding them to it.
Then, that's the only thing that's keeping him alive. I think we are about to get our feet wet.
Oh, no. Not the best of ideas. The river is infested. Your men will have to build a raft.
Build a raft? These men? They wouldn't know how. That one came second in a fight with a coconut tree. And he's the best of them.
Order your men to obey me. I will tell them what to do.
This will be good.
So, Mr. Crusoe, so full of surprises. Is there anyone else on this island?
Nobody.
What about your savage? Any more like him?
He's not a savage.
Explain him, then.
He's the man that taught me how to live again.
Oof, that must have been some powerful solitude. How did you two meet?
Can't we stop just for a minute? Only a minute. It's not worth skinning a person for.
Vamos rápido. Let's go.
For what it's worth, if it came to a vote, I'd let you live.
Just because you nearly beat me in a fight.
Where I come from, that counts as courtship.
I told you I'm a married man.
Well, then losing fights should be second nature.
Is it true you were born in a prison?
I might as well have been.
Mr. Crusoe.
Don't keep him waiting.
How many rivers are there on this island?
I'm a castaway, not a surveyor.
The last river was flowing from left to right. This one's flowing from right to left. How do you explain that?
It's the same river with a very big bend in it.
You want to hear another explanation?
Suppose our guide was deceiving us. Suppose he'd worked out the actual location of the treasure and was keeping it to himself while leading the rest of us around in one big circle.
Don't you think my explanation's better?
No.
I do.
In that case, can you explain to me why the sun is over there when, by this old sailor's reckoning, it should be over there?
Because your reckoning is wrong?
I've had enough of this, you know. I think I'm gonna kill you. Right now.
You go ahead and do that, and I'll die knowing what a fool you are.
Do it! Do it!
I'm tired of you. You've no intention of letting me live whether I help you or not. Can't you see where you are? Look around you! We're in the Eagle's Eye, right in the middle of it. And this river, 2 miles from here, it falls into a bottomless pool. The deepest deep. So shoot me. And go and find it on your own.
Mr. Crusoe, would you kindly lead the way?
I will. If somebody else will kindly carry the powder.
My father's crew captured the gold on its way to Spain, and they cast it in the shape of a cannon to smuggle it home. Legend has it that they buried it when they knew they'd be caught, and they all took a vow not to reveal where.
But your father broke it.
Not while the others were alive. The governor even sent a woman to romance the story out of him. So you see, I wasn't born in a prison. I was just made in one.
Judy!
Money, eh? What won't we do for it?
Money was a problem for me. Once upon a time.
Susanna's father owns one of London's largest cooperages. A man like that won't let his daughter go without a substantial dowry.
I don't want his money.
Fair enough. Pass it on to your poor old father.
I want to be able to look him in the eyes and tell him that money never came into it.
It's very noble, Robinson. You can't feed a new family on your pride. Will I speak to Jeremiah for you?
I can't imagine Mr. Blackthorne having a room to rent.
It's about a loan.
I barely know him.
He's always taken an interest in you. When your mother died, he wanted to adopt you.
Do you think he'd adopt me now?
Let's keep it strictly business, shall we?
From the Eagle's Eye to the deepest deep.
According to Friday, the savage. The pool at the end of this waterfall has no bottom.
And?
And what?
And so where be the golden cannon?
Look behind you.
Get after him!
Glad to.
You first.
Oh, calamity.
Are you all right?
Easy! Easy!
All right. Who's up there?
Spanish prison guards. What guards? I brought them across the Plana River. And no complaints about my timing. Hey, my brother. Thank you. My pleasure. Let's go.
She's a very striking-looking woman.
Can't say I noticed.
Any longer, it should have been all over you.
It's a Crusoe effect. You know, there's only one woman in my life.
And now you can go back to her. They are leaving the island.
I know. Those aren't prison guards. That's the Spanish Guarda Costa. They hunt down English mariners and lock them up. They're the last people I can surrender to. But if it's a choice of them or this island, well, I guess we gotta stay here a little while longer. At last, a soft and solemn breathing sound rose like a steam of rich, distilled perfumes, and stole upon the air that even silence was took ere she was ware, and wished she might deny her nature, and be never more still to be so displaced. I was all ear, and took in strains that might create a soul under the ribs of death.
I am sorry, Crusoe.
For what?
Your disappointment.
There'll be other ships. And other chances.
I should explain about the man traps.
You don't need to.
No. You asked me what sort of an idiot sets traps for invaders, then goes running down to the beach without a weapon.
Those traps were not meant for your kind, Crusoe. They were for mine.
That's not true.
Oh, Crusoe, come on. You saw the English flag. You never thought for once you might have anything to fear from your own.
I should have known better.
You know better now. Men are just men. Trust me. Trust your dog. But trust no one else.
Everyone's not the same.
Yes, we are, my brother. My people eat the flesh of their enemies while your people drink the blood of their God. You miss your people, I miss mine. You wish you could find your way home, so do I. But the difference between us is that I know I never will.
What do you mean?
Crusoe, you dream about going home, yes?
Yes.
But I can't. You saved my life. And now I've pledged it to you. Where you go, I go.
That was never the idea. What do I have to say? I release you.
Release me? You cannot release me. I am not your slave.
I'm sorry. Is that instead of my head? Technically speaking, you are still a cannibal, right?
As long as there are goats on the island, I'll never again taste human flesh.
Well, that's That's good to know. What if the goats die?
Then, do not fall asleep. Your children, they will see their father again.
I'm sure you're right.
And on that day, they will meet their Uncle Friday.
Well, until that day, I know that someone watches over them.
Your God.
Their godfather.
You used to call me uncle.
Did I?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was forgetting you're not a child anymore.
No, sir, I'm soon to be married.
Yes, congratulations. And your father tells me you need a loan.
Yes, sir, although I hadn't planned to bring us quite so quickly to the point.
Well, life is short, Robin, and time spent dancing around a subject is time wasted. How much did we have? 1,000?
1,000 would be...
I'll draw up a draft.
Well, I will repay
Can
you.
you afford the charge?
That depends on what the charge is.
I've always wanted to be a godfather.
Really?
Now, I was a second son, without prospect of a fortune. Then my brother died, and everything passed to me. But when I die...
There's time yet for a son of your own?
Oh, a difficult task for a bachelor.
I heard a story once of a man who paid a woman to bear him a child. But it was just a story.
Dundee's back.
Friday! We found them! ¡Primeros! ¡Preparados! ¡Ahí están! ¡Disparen! ¡Idiotas! ¡Segundos! ¡Preparados! ¡Disparen!
Why are they here? They think I know where the gold is. Do you?
Mr. Crusoe!
They've got a red gun and stick. Yeah. Is it a white one? More or less. There's the flag of truce. Don't you first. It's 7 years bad luck. Or something.
Your place, Mr. Crusoe. I'll be shooting the dog.
Don't imagine I'm not considering it.
I showed Captain Santana the tattoo. Now we find we have more in common than we thought. Different sides, same game, you know.
Different levels of rewards.
So, Captain Santana and me, we've merged our interests.
All we need now is for you to tell us where to find our gold.
What makes you so sure I know?
Don't try to lie to me, Mr. Crusoe. I have been a liar all my life.
Say I can give you what you want. What happens to us then?
I don't know. What would you believe?
Make us an offer.
Get off my island.
That's it.
I'll kill the savage, and I'll take you alive, and then believe me, you will talk.
These boys are the sons of the Inquisition. I'd be inclined to believe him.
No deal. Sorry.
So, it's war then.
It's war.
We need to watch all sides. What?
You know where the gold is.
Maybe.
Crusoe, what if I do? Then tell them. Let them take it and go.
Once they get the gold, we die.
They say that now. But once they have got it, they will not stick around and fight.
I wish it were that simple. Look. From the Kissing Rocks to the highest peak. From the Eagle's Eye to the deepest deep.
We're on top of it.
We can't just sit tight. We're in the way.
They're in the trees! And on the bridge!
¡Prendan el fuego!
Crusoe!
What's happening?
They're trying to smoke us out.
The drinking water.
See sense, Mr. Crusoe? We'd rather have you in one piece. You are of no use to anyone dead.
When this goes, it'll go fast.
I am ready.
That was a bit faster than I expected. My powder's wet.
I'll get some more.
No, Friday!
¡Disparen!
Definitely not the best of ideas.
They're out of gunpowder! Get a keg!
¡Traigan el barril!
You, see, comprende, eh? No let them walk over bridge. Eh?
We cannot risk the powder.
We'll blow them down. Set it at the base of the tree.
Hombre, ayúdalo. ¡Y retrocedan!
Lowland Sea, and the name of the ship was the Golden Fantasy, and we feared she would be taken by the Spanish enemy as she sailed along the lowland.
They're planning something.
Yes, they are. Well, stand easy. I'm alone.
If she can find a way in here, the rest of them can.
I wouldn't guarantee that. This one's a ship of a different class. Did Lynch send you?
No, sir. He did not. I am here of my own account.
To change your colors?
To the losing side. You haven't known me long, Mr. Crusoe, but I think you know me better than that.
What then?
I hate to see a good man die for nothing. Give up the gold and I'll make sure you live.
That's definitely not what Lynch has in mind.
Nothing clears the mind like a musket ball passing through it. Oh, come on, Crusoe. You won't last the morning. There are only two of you, and you can't even reach your powder. You're going to fight.
I'm afraid so.
Pity. It's a fair offer.
Yes, but you and I, we have different ideas of what fair is. But thank you for the good man business.
I'll tell you what I'll do. When the time comes, I'll kill you both myself, and I'll make it quick.
Very kind.
Oh, trust me. One of those Spaniards has some very grim plans for you.
Ah, I can guess which one. I brained him with coconuts.
Respecting his dignity. Good for you.
Well, then. Goodbye, Mr. Crusoe.
Good night. Judith?
Judy.
I'll see you in the morning.
Lowland, sailed upon the lowland sea.
And up spoke a cabin boy, and boldly I spoke, hey.
You seem very happy.
Spending my gold already, though I hardly know where to start.
May I suggest singing lessons?
For a dirt poor soldier who suddenly gained some prospects, you don't seem very cheerful.
You haven't given me no proof that Mr. Crusoe can show us the gold.
And yet, here we are. Partners.
We are no partners.
What do you mean by that?
You need to understand something. No gold, no freedom.
You can't drag us back to jail after this.
I lost 2 men this afternoon.
You despise your men.
Oh, yes, that might be so. But every one of them is a mother's son. If I send a man to die, I need something to show for it.
You get your prize.
One way or another, yes, I will. Produce your gold, Mr. Lynch. Or by this time tomorrow, I'll be once again your Spanish enemy. Where have you been?
An Englishman wouldn't ask.
Really?
I promise you we'll get out of this, all right? Both of us.
I know. The Spanish captain said the Golden Canyon is a legend.
You don't say.
If you don't even believe a thing exists, why risk your life for it?
That's gold for you. Here they come. Go.
Oh, it's a trebuchet.
A what?
A type of catapult. You should go. Oh, I'll distract them. You climb down a rope and go.
Dynamite.
I don't know, I'll work something out.
They'll kill you, Crusoe.
Maybe not.
Maybe not right away. But you said it yourself. If there's gold on this island, they'll kill you. If there's no gold, they will kill you slowly. In case you're holding back.
Either way, there's no need for them to come after you.
Forget it, Crusoe.
Come on.
No!
Come with me.
It's all right. I'm Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe. No. You are?
Freddy.
What?
No, nothing.
They're sighting in on us.
¡Retroceda! ¡Para abajo! ¡Fuerza! ¡Traigan el barril! ¡Rápido! ¡Vamos!
That looks bad.
Very bad.
Yeah. Okay. Ready?
How's the powder?
It might be dry by now.
Still damp. We need some dry grains.
Well, it'll take a while before...
No! Why? Because we're about to get blown out of the tree. I'll do this. You watch them.
¡Pon el barril!
What are you doing?
I need to blow the keg before it gets here.
¡Adelante!
Get down! It exploded too soon.
They'll have us with the next one.
It is not working, Mr. Lynch.
2 more inches of fuse, and that, gentlemen, will finish the job.
Bring it back, boys! Bring it out, boys!
¡Para abajo! ¡Dale!
I need something red hot to set off the powder.
Not a musket ball.
No, a musket ball's made from lead. It'll melt.
Beads.
No. Ah!
Pearls.
No!
Come on.
Dame un rastrillo más longo.
I need something metal! Anything metal! Okay, you watch them. Tell me when they're ready to go.
Okay.
Come on, get it on!
They're loading the keg. The keg is loaded.
Come on.
Let's go! Come on, dude!
Lighting the fuse. The fuse is lit!
¡Por Dios, hazlo otra vez!
The fuse! Whoa! No! Try again! Crusoe is coming!
¡Y adelante!
That's handy. It's blown a hole to bury them in. Strike me down. Will you look at that? We're rich.
Well, I cannot say your gold impresses me much.
What's there could buy us a whole fleet of ships with ebony decks and silken sails.
Fine. Let me know when they get here.
Wait. This should mean there's a boat going spare.
Well, you better be quick.
Why?
Count the bodies. Not everyone is here.
Capitán! Stop! Unless you wish to join your countrymen.
We're not here to fight you.
He's given up on the gold.
I'm not prepared to die for a legend.
So he's taking you to prison?
The Crusoe effect.
Stand back.
I wish you better.
You too, Crusoe.
Llévala! I could kill you, Crusoe. I could kill you both. But knowing what it would mean for you to leave, it will entertain me more to remember where I left you to rot. Stay. Stay.
Crusoe! Stand this back.
Hey, come here. Come here. Come on. Hey. Hey.
What about the gold?
Bury it.
Why?
It's cursed.
Then burying it will not help.
My fortune lies elsewhere, and my purpose is clear. Here there is an island, and on it is a man who is sick with desire to return to his home and the ones that he loves.